The Unfiltered by Jade.
Jade.
Welcome to the Unfiltered by Jade, where we get out of the box and dive into topics that are sidelined. I look forward to entertain, educate, and inspire. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, donate, and make everybody know about this.
Beats by RB Records, a proud sponsor of The Unfiltered by Jade.
Welcome back to the Unfiltered by Jade. Today we have someone that I have followed how many years? It's about 5 years, 6 years. I don't know.
Stop
It's
this.
a long time. No, I mean from you used to travel back and forth
Yes.
to her husband now, which is Danny.
Ow.
And yes, and I've been there with you. I could tell you about
Thank you
yourself,
so much. Thank
but
you.
it is long time subscriber.
Thank you.
Definitely, yes. And I think from that time you were doing a lot of makeup and hair videos.
Yes.
That's what you were doing back at that time. But now it's a family event.
It is.
So, guys, you hear her in the background, so I'm gonna ask her to introduce herself to you.
Hi, everybody. So this is Mitty. Mitty Certs, YouTube channel formerly known as Keeping Up with Mitty and now known as the Hastings Family. Hi.
Hi. So there's a lot that Mitty has, not just YouTube,
Yeah.
but she has. Tell them about your other businesses because I've been there also.
Thank you. Okay, so I do marketing and brand management for Island Coffee's Cafe. And I also run my own business, which is Artful Creations, where I do custom and unique gifts. And most recently, interactive learning book for babies and toddlers. And I also have my marketing consultation that I do for the Mitty Certs brand. And then I have YouTube, and I'm also a full-time mom entrepreneur.
And she's also a wife.
Yes, good wife.
You see how many you see how many things she's doing. I don't think persons probably didn't make the connection, but
Yeah.
it's a barista.
Yes.
The one you have, the one at Devanos. I've been there before.
Yes, thank you.
Right. And I think you have one downtown.
Yeah,
I think
so
I've
we
been there
have-
also with my family.
Oh, we're having Victoria
And I think
Pier,
yes.
Ocho Rios, Island Village in Ocho
Yes.
Rios, and Devon House. Yes.
Yes. See, I know the things. Yeah. All right. So let's jump right into it. What challenges are you as a what challenges as a business owner are you going through amid this COVID pandemic?
So I think for me, and this is in general with all the different businesses that I juggle, is just the fact that mentally people are struggling with this whole pandemic. So it's just affecting our liveliness, our energy, our mood to do things and go places. So as a result, people aren't really going out, etc. So you find that will affect, like, for example, the cafe side of things.
Right.
Another thing is people have lost their jobs. Income has been cut, salaries have been cut. So a lot of people don't have disposable income to treat themselves like they did before. So
Right.
people aren't spending, and as a result, it's affected business in multiple different ways. It's unfortunate because it's like, everything was good and bam, this comes, which nobody in a million years would think.
Nobody
like,
expected it. Nope.
Nobody expected this to ever happen to the point where literally the world was at a standstill, like
Shut down.
right? Shut down, borders closed, like flights not going anywhere, and it's just like it's such chaos. But yeah, I'd say it's really impacted business negatively. Unfortunately, but I just have to thank the Lord that I've been blessed in a position where I'm still making some form of income. But
Right.
what it's done is just given me the opportunity to stop, take a pause, brainstorm, and say, look, make some new streams available. Think of something else, think outside the box. So I'm still very, very grateful.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. What inspired you to start your kids book? and give us some knowledge about it.
Okay, so God, I'm so excited. I get so excited when I talk about it. So our kids' book, the interactive learning book, was
Uh-huh.
inspired by. I have a daughter. She turned 2 in June. So it was really,
Amira.
yes,
Yeah.
Amira J.
Mhm.
It was really inspired by her because when even before I had her, I did lots of research, and then when I had her, I really got into like psychology behind like kids learning and how they learn and what they identify with, etc., etc., just from a very early stage. So, for example, I've been teaching her sign language from birth, etc., and which was,
Wow.
yeah, really useful because it cut down on tantrums hugely because she was able to communicate with us even without
Wow.
being able to speak. Yeah, and that's actually why I even decided to teach her, because I learned while I was pregnant that look, this can significantly reduce how much stress they go through, because a lot of the times the tantrums is just because, yo, mommy, I'm trying to tell you something but you're not getting what I'm saying,
Right,
and then they
right.
just freak out. So that's just an example. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. And then I found some different things online, and I was like, wow, let me try it with her. And so I did some like printout versions, nothing compared to like the
Mm-hmm.
book,
Right.
simplified version. And she really enjoyed it. And I noticed she was learning like so fast, like within like doing activity for like a minute, 2 minutes, I realized that she was retaining the information. I was like, okay. So I
Mm-hmm.
took that idea and I sat down for a month. Like, let me tell you, this the book that you see now is great now because it's finished. It took me months to make,
Wow.
months to
Wow.
design, yeah, and
Wow.
just doing lots of research behind the development of children and how they learn and just how to keep them engaged. Because I think the thing is with parents is getting them to sit down and learn, quote unquote, or be
Right.
engaged for a certain amount of time. So that's
Right.
really what inspired me. And then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna make a book. And she was using it for a good while, and she mastered like all the topics in volume 1 before age 2. So like color,
Really?
yeah, colors, shapes, continents, emotions, etc., etc. And I said, wow. And close friends and family, they were like, oh my goodness, she's so smart. And I was like, you know what, it's just like a fun activity that I do with her, and this is the result of it.
Funny thing is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it to you, hats off to you, because I never even thought about the whole dynamics of even
Mm-hmm.
using sign language when they can't talk as yet
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get the information across. Like, I've never heard that before. So
yeah.
that is something else. And the funny thing, I was watching your vlogs, I
Mm-hmm.
said last week or so,
Mm-hmm.
and with you and your husband, and how involved you are, even going through the book with her, and she
Yes,
was able to pick out, and she was able to say arm and
yes,
leg,
yes.
and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, it might seem so ridiculous to some people, but even when she got it and your guys,
Oh
yay,
yeah.
and
We're
and
big
the
fans for
songs that
her.
you and
Yeah.
your husband was singing,
Mm-hmm.
and then even what kind of stood out to me, I don't know if it did to anybody else, when I think you had asked her to circle something or touch something, and she did it, and you was like, no, you're not like it neat, and
Yes.
she said, sorry mommy, and she
Yes.
erased it,
Yes.
and I was like, my goodness. No, it's that, it's
I get what
persons
you're
don't really
saying.
pick out on it, but
Yeah.
it's
Thank you
such an
so
amazing
much.
thing. And because of how you guys are, it's
Hello?
fun to learn with having that kind of dynamics around, the
Yes.
excitement, because you and your husband are excited about
Yeah, man.
teaching
Because what
her.
we really do is we're big about positive reinforcement, because
Right.
it's just about encouraging them and making them feel like when they do something right, mommy and daddy, like, we don't have no shame, like anywhere with it, we don't have no shame
Right.
out in public, whatever it is. When she does something good, we immediately let her know that's very good.
Right.
For example, little things
Right.
like listening. As soon as when she listens to a command, or we say, not today, you won't get sweets today, if we're in the supermarket or something, and she says okay, immediately excitement, because then the next time she'll know, oh, when mommy says no, it doesn't mean it's really really bad, it just means maybe next time, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Ah,
so
I
we're
like
really
that.
big on that. Yeah.
I like that. Even in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Apart from even the book, in the kitchen when you're cooking, and you normally have her on the table, and you guys are showing her stuff and how. No, let me tell you. When I tell you I'm dedicated to Mitty, you know, I'm dedicated to Mitty, and on the table, and I mean even. Because there's a point earlier this year when you were doing, I don't know what it is. I think it was some episodes of cooking outside.
Yes.
On the thing.
Outdoor
Girl,
cooking.
I'll me start cook outdoor too because Mitty was yes.
It tastes good though.
Yes.
It tastes really good.
Yes. Because I was like, oh, I never thought of doing this.
Yeah.
I never thought of whatever. So when it is I saw you me now go buy cool. And I'm saying you see that is why people must watch these things, you know. Because no, I'm going out to Walmart to pick up.
Could you light it?
That's just not embarrassing. that is not the point. wait, we won't embarrass myself on here. But I mean, I started doing the outdoor cooking because of you really, and how you were enthusiastic about it, and you were trying to do like some vegetarian things, and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can do. You see, it's how you do things that allows people to also want to follow and emulate that. Yeah, I mean, you're good at it. It's all natural for you. So I can imagine. How do you balance being a wife, a mom, and a businesswoman?
Wow. So the balance really is all down to like just time management and prioritizing. So sometimes I do get overwhelmed because I have bad anxiety issues and stuff. And there is moments where I'm just so overwhelmed. But how I deal with it is I try to kind of write down things I need to get done. Even if it's a mental note or if it's on actual paper, and I just try to make sure that I prioritize. So for example, I wake up in the morning and I have a certain cleaning routine that I need to do. And I feel like nothing can get done on my task until my environment is clean, right? That's just how I stay. I cannot work somewhere where it's messy or it's cluttered or like nothing would get done. So I kind of work, I'm very routine based. And also I like to plan, hence my anxiety issues, because if it doesn't really go accordingly or if something pops up, you know, it can really throw me off. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, but I have anxiety also. Yes. I have anxiety issues.
Yes.
So yeah.
You can relate. Yes. It's a learning process and just how to deal with things over time. But balancing is just really time management and making sure that you focus. Yes, you're needed in these 3 different or 4 different or 5 different areas, but just to make sure that each area does get your time. You know, your baby gets the time. Of course, you can't be sitting there with the child for the whole day teaching or playing or whatever. And mom guilt can really get to you if you're not careful, because you feel so guilty when you're doing work or something and it's like, my poor baby girl, like she wants me to pay or whatever. But then you have to remember, like, bills gotta be paid, you know, you gotta make money. So and then for the husband too, you have to make time when it's tired. You got to make the time, girl.
Yes.
Because you want to make sure that everything and everyone is satisfied. You get what I'm saying? Yes. It's just about time management and prioritizing and being okay that everything won't get done exactly how you want it in one day, but the next day comes and you can tackle it.
And I think you're involved in his business also, because you normally let us know about his business and you do a little advertising for him.
Definitely.
You're involved in that part also. I tell you, you're all-rounded woman, you know, miss. Yes, miss. You're fully there. All right, so we're going to take a short little break and come back right after this. Shopping Assistance Jamaica takes the stress away. Our services include online and local shopping in Jamaica for individuals and businesses, personal shopping, purchasing of company and office supplies, importing and exporting small packages across Jamaica and worldwide, helping you to find unique gifts and items for all events and occasions. Contact us at 876-919-5195. Shopping Assistance 2015 at gmail.com. Follow Shopping Assistance on Instagram at Shopping Assist JA, at Twitter at Shopping Assist 5, and Facebook at The Shopping Assistance. Shopping Assistance, your style, your budget. Welcome back to the Unfiltered. We are speaking with Mitty, and we are getting into our business. We want to know about how our life is, the kids' bookies, everything. But right now, we want to know what is the difference with being in Jamaica versus UK. Boy.
Full. So, all right. So, pros. I'd like to think there's more pros than cons. So pros is that obviously I have my family, I'm happy, I have sun,
Right.
It's not raining every day. Well, apart from the last couple of weeks, it's not raining every day, and I'm just really happy. Happiness is like, that's success to me. That's being content. Everything else comes after. So I would say that is a major pro to being in Jamaica. Cons, though, running a business, very difficult.
Listen,
very difficult.
Yep.
Yes, in this country for more reasons than one. Basic things like staffing, basic things of just work ethic that really lacks out here. And because I was in the UK for like over 10 years, and my 20s, my main part of when I was a part of working and, that side of things, I was in the UK. So naturally, I am kind of like that system in a way, in terms of like dedication, punctuality, work ethics.
Me say don't work out here, not
and
in
it's
Jamaica.
Just like okay, day and night. Rain
Day
or fall,
and night.
can't come at work.
We can't come. We are
Sun too hot, can't come at work. Little things like that, being late, like just basic things that absolutely drive me up the wall and drive anybody up the wall when you're trying to run a business. So that, and then little things like for example, you shop on Amazon when you're in the UK or America, it comes to your door.
Miss, let me explain something. I can't. You shop on Amazon and get anything in Jamaica at a certain time. That's not gonna work.
Listen, and then you pay double, triple, out here. So things like that, even simple things like production of my learning book, most of the materials I can't get out here, or even if it's sold out here, it's like an arm and a leg for like 2 pieces or something, whereas if I get it from abroad, I get a batch for like less than how much. So simple things like that. So there's a lot of drawbacks. Also, basic human rights lacks out here. Basic human rights. Little things like how the police or the soldiers or people who are supposed to quote unquote serve and protect or be there for civilians, like little basic things like that just it impacts your life without even realizing. And it's only when you take a trip, like when I take a break, sometimes I get to the point where I'm like, yo, I need a break. And I have to go abroad for a bit and come back just to remember why I appreciate it. Yeah, like, because honestly, the struggle can be very real sometimes here. Mentally, mostly for me, because as I said, I was exposed to something else for a long time, and then
right,
and then also times change too. Like when I was growing up here, things never really stay certain ways, and also as you get older, you change in terms of how you think, how you act, how you see people. You see people through colors, them way they like, you see the snakes in the grass, so yeah. But overall, I'm happy. I'm here. I'm alive. I appreciate life, and my husband, my baby girl, they're absolutely everything to me. So yeah.
Right. Oh, we know that. We know they are everything. No, I mean, from a long time, I think you wanted to come back to Jamaica.
Yes.
Hear me saying come back like I'm in Jamaica. You wanted to go back to Jamaica
Yes.
to live
Hmm.
because your husband was there
Yeah.
and, well, he wasn't, yeah, but you wanted to get married and actually live there
Hmm.
because he was there or
And
whatever.
so
I
said, so
mean,
done.
and so said, so
Yeah.
done. Yes, you did that. Who is your mentor?
Ooh, that's a tricky question. Um, would you say who do I find inspirational?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can say that.
So I'd have to say my mom. For
Okay.
sure. She's always been an entrepreneur like forever. I grew into a family of just entrepreneurs and being
Mm.
strong-minded women, etc. My grandmother, major key. My sisters, they all
Mm-hmm.
inspire me. But big up daddy too. Daddy did it too. Big up
Mm-hmm.
daddy.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And my
I
husband.
call him I call him Santa Claus.
Yes, that is actually what we call him, Santa, straight Santa. And it was funny when I used to go to school and people would see him like, yo, legit. People would see us around my team and be
Yes.
like, Santa
So,
Claus. I'm like,
yes,
oh my
yes.
god. So
Yep, that's what
yeah,
I call him.
yeah. So I would say those are people who inspire me.
Okay, awesome. And so we're going to go to the last question. What inspired you to start the Women's Foundation? Let me just tell you. So when you were starting it and you were asking for names, me give name to
Did you?
and yeah, man, because I was no, I found it to be something very good that you were doing
Yeah,
because there are so many mothers that don't have things
man.
and need things,
Trust
and
me.
I think people, and I normally see you do stuff and Nisha do stuff and whatever, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, you are giving back to people. You both are doing that, and it's so
Yes.
important to get that done. So when I saw you doing that initiative to get stuff for mothers, I was like, whoa. I guess you have seen how mothers have kids and
Oh
don't have
yeah.
things to give them and whatever. But tell us how you started it.
Yes.
What made you start this?
So, from a very young age, my mom has always, like Christmas time or right throughout the year, we've always like donated stuff. Like we used to have little adopted families and so on the corner and thing. Like I specifically remember a little girl and her brother who was sent out by her mom to sell very, very young kids, like 5 year olds,
Mm,
6 year olds. So it's always been a part of me, and I don't post it on social media, but I've always done things similar, to this. Um,
right.
and then what prompted was, I'm assuming because of the content that I post and stuff, people kind of felt comfortable to message me. And I
Ah,
noticed that,
right.
yeah, I was getting an increased number of messages about being a young mom, or even if you're not young, just being a mom in general and just struggling. And I said to myself, this is absolutely crazy. Like, put
Mm-hmm.
aside the mom, there's this innocent little baby that's no um experiencing life how they shouldn't really should be experiencing life.
Right.
Like life is so
Mm-hmm.
amazing, and this poor little thing is going through all of this. And I said to myself, what can I do without killing myself? Because at the end of the day, I'm not a millionaire around here, you get me?
Right.
And I
Right.
said, one day I'm going through Amira's stuff, and she has had, because I donated them, a lot of
Right.
things that when they're babies, they don't even wear them, wear it maybe one time for 2 hours
And
and them
that's
thing,
it.
and that's it.
Uh-huh.
And I said, I'm gonna give some things away. And at first I was like, I don't know how people would feel about like secondhand stuff, quote unquote. I was like, let me just give it a shoot. So I posted it and stuff. And literally, girl, when I saw my inbox flood out,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like it flooded. I was like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
god! And then I was like, then
Yes.
some moms on my page messaged me like, hey Mitty, I have some stuff I want to donate to, and I was like, oh, it's a
Yep.
movement. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's
Yep.
people
Yep.
out there who they're interested, they want to help too, and they have stuff to donate, and that's really how it all got started. And right now I'm actually about to go through some stuff that people donated, because
Right.
since COVID there's a lot of moms that have lost their
Yep.
job. Yes, I'm like,
Right.
wow, the little
Mm-hmm.
bit that I can do, I'll be happy for that. Like, and funnily
Mm-hmm.
enough, a lot of the moms I help, they're not in Kingston. They're in Mandeville,
Really?
yeah. A lot from
Oh,
Mandeville, and like I have to use nuts for and send stuff across. But they're just so thankful. Like even if it's a little bit, they're just super thankful, and it just makes me feel, feel good that I can help somebody. And I even have a young lady that sends stuff from Canada. She lives in
really?
Canada, yeah, and she sends stuff. And
Mm.
what I do is I post that things are going off to moms and stuff, but I don't force them to have to be on a camera or whatever, because people
Right,
follow
right,
them
right.
really.
Yeah, they
And
don't
I don't
probably
want
want
it
to
to
be on
feel
it.
like because I'm helping you, oh, you have to come on my page, you have to show your face.
Right, right,
So
right, right,
sometimes I don't even meet them. I leave it at my Devon House location and they pick it up and they drop
right.
me a message, so thankful, got the bag, where. So yeah, that's the mama movement. And then, oh my God,
Wow.
Amira is so excited. Like when the things come and she's like, Mommy, what's this? And I'm like, oh, it's for the babies. She's like, for the
Mm.
babies? And she gets so excited and she helps me bag out the
Uh-huh.
stuff and everything. So yeah.
Nice. And that's nice because you started out early with that. No man, you're going with only for things that we do now. But miss.
Oh,
No,
and I
because of
must point
yeah.
out that the learning books, a
Mm-hmm.
percentage of the sale from learning books goes back into mama as well. So I use it to buy little things for the moms as well, like
So we are
feeding
talking
and
about
yeah, feeding and stuff like
so
that.
wow. No man,
Yeah.
you're doing a lot. No, I'm not just saying that, you are absolutely doing a lot
Thank you.
and helping persons where you can. And that is something that people should look at and emulate. We don't
Yeah.
have many persons that want to do so.
Yeah.
And just the thought of even doing that, because sometimes you have persons that would want to, all right, I have these things,
Mhm.
and somebody will reach out to them, can I have it for my child or whatever, and people
Mhm.
say no, you have to go pay me
Yep.
feet, you know.
Yep.
People
Yep.
don't, if they had the money they wouldn't be asking you for
Yep.
it.
Exactly. Exactly.
You
It's
know,
true. Mhm.
so the mere fact that you're doing that with your heart, and it shows that you actually love what you do.
I really do, and I'm happy that you say that you can see that, because I don't know if people get confused sometimes or what, because nowadays you have to be so careful, like who is genuine and who is not. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But I'm just happy that
Yep.
you're able to see that, which means other people can see that as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing it and you're talking about it and you're showing stuff, and you
Mm.
even have your Instagram thing or YouTube where you talk about these things or
Mhm.
whatever, you can see the passion that you have to help.
Yeah.
And that's so good. It's so important to see your heart.
Thank you.
We're seeing your heart, and you have a good heart, and you're helping, and you're doing, do the
I
damn.
do as I do what I can, because as I said, because the key thing I was trying to do is how can I, because self fulfillment, self satisfaction, and really feeling like I had a purpose. I like a few months back, before the learning book and before the mama movement, I felt like I was just existing. You know what I mean? And I was
Oh
like,
yes.
I need to feel like, yes, this is my purpose on earth. Like, okay, you're working, okay, you're making money, you have a beautiful baby girl, you're married and stuff, but I need more. Like, I felt like
What
something was
else?
you know what I mean? Like, okay,
What
now what?
else?
What else I gonna do? And then since the books, when I get, like, the sale of the book is amazing, but let me tell you something. So when I receive videos from my customers with their child doing the book and
Wow.
how much they enjoy,
Wow.
girl, the first video I get my ball.
Oh
Yes,
no.
first video I got
Yes.
of my first book that I saw with the kid doing the book, I was crying. And babe was just like to me, I'm so proud of you and stuff. Because at first I was like,
Wow.
babe, there's no way I can design this book from scratch. Like, me
Wow.
not think this possible. So it's
Wow.
since the mama and since these learning books and stuff, I really feel like I find it like, yes,
Wow.
Mitty,
You
this is
find
it.
it.
Yeah, like,
You're fine it. And you're
trust
good
me.
with kids. You love kids.
I
So
love
anything that you do,
kids.
yeah,
Yes.
anything that you do with kids, for kids or whatever,
Yeah.
it will be good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
You were amazing.
Thank you so
And
much.
I want to tell you that you're doing such a great job. I've told you before, I'm not telling you again.
Yes.
You're doing such a great job,
Thank
and
you.
continue putting your passion in it. And we're still looking for your YouTube videos
Yes, there was a
so that we
vlog put
can.
out yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, listen, I watch them, miss.
I'm really trying to
I
stay
get my
consistent. I'm really
notification. No, I
trying.
mean, Yeah, I mean, but we understand you're doing stuff, so sometimes you're missing,
trust
and we're
me,
saying,
but
okay, we're waiting her to come back,
yeah, fingers
and then you
crossed.
come
Let's
back,
see.
and
Every
we're
Tuesday
good.
and Saturdays for now. Fingers crossed.
See, we wait. It's not an easy process, guys.
It's not.
It's not,
It's
and I
not.
don't think people understand how
Oh,
it is.
it's not.
I don't think they do. I think I started understanding how to do it, and it's not even a visual thing I am doing. It's
Yeah.
it's not visual,
It's
and
very
it's even hard.
time-consuming. Yeah.
It's time consuming to this. I don't think people understand, but we appreciate you.
Thank you so
We
much.
really do. So I want you to tell persons
Yeah.
about the Women's Foundation where if they want to donate or if they want to send you something where to do so.
Yes.
And I want you to tell them about the kids book, how it is that they can get it, etc.
Okay, so for the kids book, my business page is Artful Creations JA. That's on Instagram and on Facebook. And just drop me an inbox, a message, and I'll send you all the details on how to order, etc. And then for the Mama Movement, Mitty and Moms Association, if you have anything at all to donate, don't feel shy about it. If it's a little bit of stuff, trust me, every mickle make a muckle. So just drop me a message on Mitty Search, that's my private page, or my business page, whatever is easiest, and just literally tell me I have stuff to donate, and we can go from there. Some people reached out to me about sending stuff from overseas. Unfortunately, with how customs and everything set up out here, it's kind of rough. But for example, if you know somebody, or if you sending down a barrel or something, and I can pick it up from somebody or leave it at the Devon House location. So I'm pretty flexible. Just let me know. And then I think that's everything, right?
Yeah. And she's pretty cool to talk to, so don't be afraid. Yes, I'm saying that because there are some persons who won't want to do it because they don't know if they're gonna get a response or whatever.
No, I always respond. Always.
Right. Yes. So she responds. Good. So she's a pretty cool person to talk to. So I want to thank you again so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's appreciated. And for those listening out there, we'll definitely catch you back on the Unfiltered next week, Tuesday. Yes. Thank you. Bam, 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 bam,